Hi everyone! I wanted to make a quick video tutorial on how to record in PowerPoint, export what you've made in PowerPoint as a video, host that video on YouTube, and then use the automatic captioning feature of YouTube. I think this might be a helpful way to create an asynchronous learning tool for our students, since YouTube takes up less space than, say, hosting a file through a learning management system, and also is easy for students to share with each other in case they have LMS access issues. So I want to start by talking about how to record a slideshow in PowerPoint. I'm working off of Windows, so I'm not sure if this interface is the same on Macs, but if you are in PowerPoint, if you go to the top bar of the page, hit the Slideshow tab, and then select Record Slideshow, you can make what you see here, which is your slides, plus a little version of your face in the corner to act as an explainer, which I find to be pretty useful. When you enter the recording interface of PowerPoint, it looks like you see here. There's a record button at the top that you can use. You can use stop and pause. You can use notes to add handwritten notes for yourself or your students. Clear to delete recordings on individual slides or for the whole presentation if you make errors. And also some useful tools at the bottom to add a sort of whiteboard annotation feature if you're a person who likes to write in explanatory ways as you speak. When you're done making your presentation, and your mileage will vary depending on length of your presentation and slides, you want to export the entire presentation as a video. You'll go to the File tab at the top of the page and then select Export. And then in the export area, you will say Create a Video. There's two important features that you should select. The first is you'll have different options for video quality. I would select Standard because you're going to make the smallest file size for your students, unless you're working in an area like the art or cinema that might require higher definition, but the goal here is to create low bandwidth. You also need to select Use Recorded Timings and Narrations. I found out that if you do not select this, you will not have any audio or video recording, and you'll just have a PowerPoint without any supplement, which is not what we're going for. Once you've selected Standard and Use Recorded Timings and Narrations, you will click Create Video to make a video file on your computer wherever you want to save it. The next step, after you've recorded your audio in PowerPoint and exported it as a video, is to host it on YouTube. I like YouTube because it's free, ubiquitous, has a user-friendly interface, and is a good way for students to find your materials easily. Then you can also put these links in your learning management system like Blackboard, Canvas, what have you. So when you go into YouTube, you need to have an account, which will likely be a Google account. You'll log in, and then at the top of the page, you'll see a camera icon with a plus, and you'll select Upload Video. The Upload Video interface will look like this. You'll click the Select File button and find wherever your video file is, or you can drag and drop it somewhere onto from wherever you have it on your computer into the upload area. Usually your video will take a few minutes to process depending on length of video. You will give your video a title, a description, and there's a few other options such as saying the age restrictions on the video. Your mileage will vary with these. I usually just make a title and description, and maybe select a thumbnail image for the video. Once you've made your video, you then want to add subtitles or captions to it. An additional note, you want to select the visibility of your video. I like to set mine to either private or unlisted, but some people like to have their videos public. That's a personal choice. To add captions to your video, you will go into your video upload area and then look for the pencil icon next to the appropriate video. Then in the left-hand side of the screen, you'll have to scroll down a bit to find the subtitles area. At the start of making a project, you'll have to say which language your video is in. YouTube will automatically generate captions. I found that it takes anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes for YouTube to generate these captions. It does not happen automatically, so do not be alarmed if you do not see captions right away. But you also have the option of transcribing captions yourself if you are working off of a script. So in the subtitles area, you will click the Add button, and then you have a few options. You can upload a file, you can transcribe your own video, or you can create new subtitles. So basically what we're saying here is you will type out your own captions. Some people prefer this because they may find auto captioning makes errors. I prefer to use auto captioning and self-correct. So here's what we're really looking for is the automatic captioning feature. You may have to refresh the subtitles page a few times until this shows up, but once it does appear, you'll usually see English or whatever your preferred language, and then automatic, which is the Google generated captioning. You can then click on the title of that caption and you can see the transcript that Google has created for you. I always like to go in and fix this before I publish the video, and I'll fix it by adding punctuation and capitalization, which makes the video much more legible for my viewers, for my students. And you can edit this as much as you like and click Save Changes. I hope this short tutorial helps you as you're going through this process. I think there's different options for creating captions, but please remember to include captions in your video materials for accessibility reasons and to make sure your students have as much clarity as possible during this time. Thank you.